4 years ago, Westwood Studios unleashed a game that shattered sales records and established the real-time strategy game as a dominant genre in computer gaming. With over 3 million units sold, Red Alert is recognized the world over. Now, it's time for the next invasion. In the first Red Alert, Albert Einstein traveled back in time to stop Hitler's reign before it ever began, thus changing history and opening the door for the Soviets to rise up. Red Alert 2 picks up approximately 20 years after these events and finds the Soviets back to their old ways. This time, with the help of new technologies, including psychic mind control, they have successfully executed a full-scale invasion of the United States of America. In the 24 missions of the 2 single-player campaigns, you assume the role of Supreme Commander. If you choose to defend the land of the free, you will control the American forces in an effort to repel the Soviet invasion. If roasting capitalist pigs is more to your liking, then the Soviet campaign will appease your appetite. As the Russian commander, you'll deploy some of the most devastating weapons ever seen in the CNC universe. The deadly Tesla technology is the staple of the Soviet arsenal. Tesla coils provide excellent defense, and Tesla troopers and tanks take it on the offensive. Powerful mind control troops can take control of an enemy unit and cause them to turn on their comrades. Insidious mind-controlled squids can drag enemy ships down into the depths of the ocean. Crazy Ivan can place explosive charges on buildings, cars, even cows.
Unit lost.
Terror drones thwart enemy tanks by burrowing themselves inside heavy machinery and destroying them from the inside. Monstrous Apocalypse tanks produce devastating results on both land and air targets. The cloning vats give the Soviets a clone of each infantry unit they train. The psychic sensor allows them to see where the enemy is attacking before they get there. A nuclear reactor provides an unlimited power supply, but causes quite a mess when destroyed.
Unit lost.
New and improved nukes deliver the final solution. As an American commander, you'll rely more on information and stealth than brute force, but your arsenal is no less deadly. Deadly new Prism technology affords you excellent defensive and offensive capabilities. Prism towers daisy chain off each other, making them more powerful with each one that you build. Prism tanks make short work of enemy troops, with their effect being felt by all units in the blast radius. Time-warping chrono technology allows for instant transport of units and vehicles, as well as the ability to warp enemy units and structures out of time, forever. Spy satellites and gap generators give the Americans a tactical information edge. Spies who can not only disrupt an enemy base, but steal its technology. A weather control machine allows you to wreak havoc in an enemy base with a barrage of lightning storms. The ability to combine over 50 different units and technologies means that the strategic possibilities available to you in Red Alert 2 are endless. The Allied IFV can serve many functions, depending on what type of unit is driving it. Put in an engineer, and you have a mobile repair yard. Put in a flak trooper, and you have a highly mobile anti-air defense. Tesla troopers are not only good for frying your enemy, they can also be used to power up Tesla coils in the event of a power outage. 3 of them concentrated on one Tesla coil will extend its range and bolster its firepower. Apply the Iron Curtain to a demolition truck, and you have an invulnerable UPS courier that can bypass enemy defenses and deliver his nuclear package.
Unit lost.
Adding further depth to Red Alert 2 is the ability of your units to become more powerful as they gain experience and increase their ability to perform secondary attacks. Each time they move up a rank, you'll see them change in appearance, as well as notice their increasingly devastating effects. For example, a V-3 rocket launcher, who has reached the highest rank, will begin to deploy rockets that are armed with small nuclear warheads. Mind control units, or URIs, have a secondary attack that will decimate any troops unfortunate enough to be standing next to them.
Unit lost.
Many of the battles will take place in urban settings, such as New York, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, Paris, and Moscow. This allows for new strategies, like garrisoning infantry into buildings to bolster their firepower and defense, or using famous landmarks for strategic advantages. As was the case with the original Red Alert, your primary resource will be gold ore and precious gems, although this time there are some new twists. There are oil derricks you can capture that will give you a steady flow of income. The Allied ore trucks, or chronominers, can teleport back to the refinery to avoid threats and speed up the collection process. Conversely, the Soviet ore trucks, or war miners, have a mounted turret to repel small threats. The Allies also have a special structure, the ore purifier, which increases the worth of the ore that is collected. More importantly, the overall artificial intelligence of the ore trucks is improved, so that they automatically go after the closest ore and return to the closest refinery. A new tab system allows you to quickly queue units and buildings for production, allowing you to keep your attention where it belongs, on the battlefield. The intense story is brought to life by top talent, such as the beautiful star of TV, film, and music, Kari Wurr. The fate of the free world is in your hands. Command and Conquer, Red Alert 2. The explosive sequel to one of the most celebrated PC franchises ever. Worldwide Invasion, October 2000.